This is a demonstration on how to make the 90-degree figure eight using bare copper wire. For this demonstration, you will need round nose pliers, another set of jewelry pliers or something of the equivalent, and wire cutters. And for this project, we used 18 gauge bare copper. And for each figure eight, it takes about, I would guess, about 1.5 inches of copper. So you would just take your wire cutters, and you will just go ahead and cut. And you have your copper. So one of the things, because we want to have a standard loop for the large end and the small end, before we started to cut, I took a marker and I want to identify and mark on the pliers where the smaller loop should be. And I just used a normal pair of any marker will do. The markings, after you've done it for a while, they'll eventually wear off, so there's no worry about leaving it. So to make the figure eight copper loops, you start off again with your cut wire. So we want to have we want to create a large loop at the bottom and a smaller loop at the top. So what we do is we'll go ahead and clasp the wire, we'll hold it, and we'll turn the pliers until it meets up with the base, and you have your first loop. From here, you want to turn the loop and make it and have it face towards you. And now we're going to hold the wire at our mark, and we'll hold it up to the base as high up as we can, and then we're going to go ahead and create a smaller loop. And the smaller loop really allows us to have better control over the positioning on the tubes of Riley's project. And we want to move the wire past the loop because our goal is to continue and complete the loop. So what we have now is a figure eight that has a big loop and a little loop. So we'll take our pliers or our cutters, and we're going to cut as closely as we can to the end. And we are left with a figure eight. So this is where we start to manipulate it, because we need one of these loops to be turned at 90 degrees. So the easiest way to do that is we'll take one of our needle nose pliers, and we will hold the end of the larger loop, and we will just turn the smaller loop 90 degrees. And what we have now is a figure eight with a 90-degree loop. And from here, we can just manipulate this wire just to give it, to make sure that everything is flush. It's not angled awkwardly. And there we go. I hope you enjoyed this video. We came up with this, Riley and I, together, looking at some of the jewelry that I've made in the past and some of the things I've done with wire. And so after I showed him kind of what I thought might work for his project, he actually made the rest of these things. I think he made about a dozen of them. Alright, well that should do it for this video. Thank you very much.